So I was watching the Oracle's new video on his channel, Crypto Intelligence Report, about Dapps are dead, and I have some thoughts on that. In the video, he says that all these Dapps, Daily Divs, Exodus, all of them have horrible business practices, and he's right. Like, Daily Divs is still a pretty good platform. But the problem is, with the card game, it doesn't do business right. Whenever they release something these days, the creator, Jason, bungles it. And so, like with this card game, no one is buying these cards. No one. The Oracle is stuck here, as an example, a 10 ETH card, and he's supposed to be getting, 2% off of the exchanges in this card game. But no one's buying them. So he's sitting there with this 10 ETH card, and he's not getting anything off of it. So he's stuck. This should have, for example, been connected to the exchange, so that people in the card game can at least make some money off the exchange while they're waiting for, maybe, their card to sell. But they can't do that. So they're stuck. So these card games, unfortunately, which used to be a massive source of money for people, are now useless because there's just not enough buyers. Another Dapp that I was going to bring to you, because I actually liked it, Wall Street, was doing well in the beginning. The card games did well, and then they screwed it up. Like, there was this card game, there was this card game that's now gone, that's been replaced by this blue chip exchange, which there was this other card game that people had gotten into, and people had made some money off. The problem was they couldn't withdraw their money. The director had forgotten to test the withdrawal function, so people were screwed. I was screwed out of I forgot how much I put in, like a few hundred coins. No, like 1,000. No, it was like 1,000 coins that I put into this new thing that's now gone because the developer forgot to test it. Like, who forgets to test such a basic function? And everyone panicked. And to his credit, he tried to spend a lot of time to fix it, to bring people back. So therefore, he created this blue chip exchange. And so this thing was supposed to be something that would pay them back, but very few people are buying in. They should have found a different way, but I guess credit to them for trying. But Wall Street is still a dud. Now they've gotten these blue chip bonds, which, to my surprise, are doing well. Like, again, this might be another dead card game, but before people were buying these with their blue chip cards on this thing. So I guess that's doing well, so credit to them. But it's not connected to anything. It's just all these guys who bought in are bag holders, meaning that they're stuck with the cards, getting nothing for them. There are no more buyers. Just constant, horrible business decisions. And this is one of the things he talks about in this video. And I agree. But, so these Dapps need to they need to have more businesses. They can't just rely on the Oracle. If they're willing to listen to Oracle, go ahead. Take his advice. But Daily Divs, ever since Jason stopped listening to him and withdrew the Ethereum Classic contract, which I'm not going to get too much in it, but it could have brought in a lot more people. Ethereum Classic is a split of Ethereum. Some people, that's why it's split, because some people didn't really like Ethereum and how it ran, etc., etc. I'm not a coder. I don't really understand all those nuances. But they didn't really like it, so it split into Ethereum Classic. And while it's not expensive, see here, it's $11. Ethereum Classic is only $11. then it still has its base. Otherwise, it would be at zero. So there's a certain amount of people who like Ethereum, a certain amount of people who like Ethereum Classic. That could apply a whole new number of people. And Ethereum Classic has its own set of smart contracts. They generally suck, but Daily Dapps could have filled that void. We could have owned Ethereum contracts and Ethereum Classic contracts. Could have cornered both markets and maybe help grow Ethereum Classic smart contract games. But no, Jason didn't want to do it, even though it was his idea. He just pulled out at the last minute without telling everybody. Just who runs a business like that? But overall, he has a point in that Dapps need to get it together. Let's wait for a new day. But the problem is that we can't go back. No more lending platforms. We had our BitConnects. We had our divorce. We had our loopholes. That was the heyday. Then all the scams started coming in. And all the platforms died in the bear market. Like Chrysos, Libra, Thor, BitAI. All those platforms just died. They're sitting in limbo. Those are the ones that still have websites. The rest of them scammed out. People hadn't made any money in them since December. So lending platforms are out. Because, at least for me, and probably for most of the Team Us, which is Oracle's community, because we'll never trust them again. They're just websites. There was this other platform called Verdure that was just a buy. You put your money in, you take out Bitcoin every day. It was real good, and I actually made money off of it. But they had these stupid limits. You can only withdraw $250 a day. Really screwed the Oracle, put in like 40 Bitcoin, like $40,000 or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember how much. We put in some massive amount of money, and he lost it because he could only withdraw $250 a day, and he had so much in there. And then the platform died within a few weeks. All of us little guys put in $100, $200, $300. We got to withdraw every day and enjoy that. Well, not me. I didn't really catch it at the highest points, but I had a system going at the end where I would do that. But then it died. Oh my god. If Verdura would have paid, I would have had several whole Bitcoin. But, it wasn't good to me. But I still made money. So, no more Bitcoins, no more Verduras. But with these dApps, they provide a sense of some sort of security. Before I get into that, let me show you what we've been doing the past few days. We've been doing these things where we put in ETH, we can't take it out, but it pays us dividends. So this is a way of withdrawing until we get home. The problem is that it requires ETH in the contract. So if you don't have ETH in the contract like this, then you don't get paid. Day one, they were pretty good. People got paid out. They started with getting 4% a day, and then it went up to some crazy $2,400 a couple days ago. And then they just started dying off way quicker. Like, you could triple your money, and you think people stay in them longer. No, they don't. They do not stay in these things long. So it relies on the community. It relies on them being buried in the contract. Like, some of these are just completely gone. Like daily ROI, gone. Bye. Access 21. It's the only one that's still paying me. Not getting anything, but think of it like a Ponzi. Put money in, put money in, pays you out with new money. So that's just how these go. By Wall Street. No, I'm just gonna make money out of it. But whatever. Back to the show. So these are the things we've been doing the past couple days. This is crazy. Do not get involved in it. You see, I am not involved in this. I only got involved in some of these. I'm largely broke even on this stuff. So that was me. But these are over. Don't get into any more of these. The Dapps, I don't know if they're coming to an end, but they should evolve, in my opinion. They should. Because Dapps provide a security. Like, if you can verify the contract on the blockchain, like with Daily Dapps, like, we have our own set of coders who can look at the Solidity code and verify if it has any funding business. Like, you gotta know if we trust them. Otherwise, that's another way to get scammed. But if you trust the people who can read the code, then you can tell if there's funny business in it. Is it foolproof? Nah, but it's pretty close to security. As you can see, Daily Dibs is still here. And some of these other ones are still here. Now, reading code does not help insulate from developers' ridiculous decisions. So if someone pulls a Wall Street on us, forgets to test the code, which is basic, then no amount of solidity can help you. So if that's a business sense getting these, then that's great. That would help us out. But the way forward in crypto is not looking back. It's not going back to lending platforms or bots or just websites that can decide to leave anytime you want. The problem with those sites like BitConnect is multi-fold. The risks are multi-fold. For one, it might just be a scam from the beginning. There's no way to verify it like you can with these smart contracts. That's a risk in and of itself. Number two, even if they start off, most ICOs don't even get off the ground. So they start off, it may not finish. It may not even make it to the exchange. So having a token that you have to buy in the ICO is not really going to work anymore. Another risk is that when the platform starts taking off, people start making money. Developers decide to get greedy. They're like, you know what? I could want the money. Because ICOs and some of these platforms, they give the developers more money than they've ever seen in their lives. They could raise $100,000. And then they could lose motivation to continue working on a project and just up and leave. That's not as big of a risk with these smart contracts as they are with those, but that's why we can't go back. There's too much funny business. Plus the simple fact that there's not really a community around. So many people have left crypto. I'm gonna do a video at some point with all of the follow YouTubers that we've lost. All the ones that were actually worth something. No, weren't just scammers or referral holders. So the way forward is still the smart contracts. Maybe they won't be Dapps, but something on the blockchain that with some sort of contract that can be verified, either in Ethereum or Ethereum Classic, would be good. But as they are now, they need to evolve. But we can't just go back to a WordPress site where you can just take it down, where developers can just take it down and take your money. They need to have some sort of verification for us to feel safe getting into it. Especially with the bull market coming out. Because if the bull market comes and it's just scam after scam after scam from the beginning, when the bull market comes, then no one will ever trust these when the bull market reaches its peak. No one will ever get into it. So no one will make any money. The people have been scammed real early on. That's not something that's going to ruin the community. If probably get SEC, feds, or regulators involved, it'll just be a mess from the beginning. We don't want them to drop the hammer completely down on these. Because the SEC does not know nuance. They're not going to say, they're going to say something, if people keep getting scammed, they're just going to say, alright, anyone who invests in any program like BitConnect, is immediately going to be charged to go to jail or whatever. Or they're going to have to receive some sort of punishment because they got into a scam. Even if it's not a scam, they're just going to lump all the programs together and then punish people for getting into it to them. And if they won't do that, they will. Maybe not right away. But people keep getting scammed from running to the SEC and the feds and all that. They're going to have to act. They're going to have to drop some sort of a hammer on it to prevent people from doing it because they don't want to have to handle all these devices. Because crypto is decentralized. They can't stop it. They can punish the users. As an example, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it could. So we have to avoid these scams as much as possible from the beginning for the sake of all these platforms. That's why I trust Dapps a little more. I'll probably never touch a lending platform, a traditional lending platform again. I don't know where to go forward with these Dapps because I'm not a creator. But crypto moves so fast. Someone will come up with a smart contract thing that actually works, that actually is very good. Something that's much better than Daily Dibs, from people who actually have business sense. Something that can make everybody money. still be somewhat safe, because that's the way to go in the future. As far as crypto goes. So crypto moves so fast, even that may not be enough in another 6 months. To find a way to scam even with verified smart contract, you never know. But for now, smart contracts, maybe not necessarily Dapps, are the way to go. And we need to grow and we need to evolve. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and if you want to get into daily divs and get into the DDT lending program, that's still viable until it's not. So if you want to buy some daily divs for cheaper, then put some in a loan, like a lending platform, you get a guaranteed 1.33%. Look, I'm not because I'm looking for something new. But if you prefer daily divs and you want to get into it, for now it's still pretty good. It's still going. Like, I'll be honest, I may not get into it. So straight up, I sold all mine. Well, not all of mine. I'm still in it like 113, but DDT lending requires 350. I'm not quite able to buy more coins right now. So link is in the description if you want to get into it. I really wouldn't touch anything except for DDT lending for the time being. So there you go. Have a good day. Like, subscribe, favorite the video, send me your friends, all that good stuff. Talk to you later.